Welcome, class 12th students. Today, the lecture is on inverse trigonometric function. We have an inverse trigonometric function. These are the functions are that we have a domain of the function, and this is a range of the function. Sine inverse functions are that. So the domain of this function, the sine inverse functions are minus 1 to 1. Means mod x, you can see the another word, you can see this minus 1 to 1 can be written as this way, that mod x, if we see this is a sine inverse x function, is that so mod x must be less than or equal to 1. See, what is the range? The angle lie in the range of minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. You see in the quadrants are there, we see this is a minus pi by 2 and this is a pi by 2. So the angle lie either in the first quadrant or fourth quadrant. Come in the case of this sine inverse x functions are that. Now we took out here the next one, the cosec inverse x functions are that. The reciprocal of that. The domain is r minus 1 to 1. Means all real number except this number lie in the range of minus 1 to 1. In terms of mod, it can be written as mod x greater than or equal to 1. And you see the range lie in the range of same minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, and but 0 is not included because the cosec 0 is not defined. You know that the value this cosec 0 is a not defined, so this angle will not come in picture. Again, the angle is come lie in the range of first quadrant and fourth quadrant, but 0 is not allowed because cosec 0 is not defined. Say come in the tan inverse x. The domain is all real number, means minus infinity to infinity. The x can take any value of real number. And the range, that is the angle. The angle will lie in the range of minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. You see, this is the open interval. This is what we are looking here. The open interval is there. Means minus pi by 2 and pi by 2 is not included. Again, the range lie in the range of first and fourth quadrant. So in this three function, sine inverse x, cosec inverse x, tan inverse x, the range lie in the range of first quadrant and fourth quadrant. And we see that here tan pi by 2 is not defined. Tan pi by 2 is not defined. Similarly, you know, tan of minus pi by 2 is also not defined. So these angles are not coming in the range are there because the function tan function is not defined on that angle pi by 2 and minus pi by 2. Similarly, I can explain the function cos inverse x, and this cos inverse x is there. The domain is minus 1 to 1, means the x can take value only from minus 1 to 1, or you can say mod x is less than 1. When I say mod x less than 1 means less than or equal to 1, means x lie in the range of minus 1 and less than plus 1. And what is the range here? 0 to pi. You see the quadrants. This is a 0 angle and this is a pi angle. So it will lie in the first quadrant and second quadrant. So angle lie in the first and second quadrant in case of cos. 0 to pi, close intervals are there. We say this is a 0 and pi both are included in the range. Sec inverse x, you see all real number except the value lie in the range of minus 1 to 1. So again, you can say the domain will be mod z greater than or equal to 1. Here we say x mod x. We say the mod x is greater than equal to 1. Means x is greater than or equal to 1, or x is less than or equal to minus 1. Means the value of x is either less than minus 1 or greater than 1. So we write down here the mod x greater than 1. And the range is what? Again, the same quadrant, first and second quadrant. And also you see this one, minus pi by 2 is not included because at pi by 2, the sec pi by 2 is not defined. and that is the reason in the range the pi by 2 is not included. Similarly, cot inverse x, the domain is all real number minus infinity to plus infinity, and we see the range is 0 to pi. This is the open interval, means 0 and pi is not included because cot 0 again not defined, and cot pi again not defined. So you see in this case of cos inverse x, sec inverse x, cot inverse x, the range basically lie in the first and second quadrant. Cos inverse both full range, sec inverse except pi by 2, and cot inverse full range but except the boundary points 0 and pi. So now, after understanding this domain and range of this inverse function, now I would like to do the questions, the exercise 2.1. Exercise 2.1 says, find the principal values of the following. I have to find out the principal values of the following. Means sine inverse half. The principal value of this question is that this function is given. This inverse function is given. Sine inverse minus half is given to you. So first of all, I will take out the minus sign. Say this is the minus sign is there. I take out this minus sign outside. So what becomes it? We know, since we know sine inverse minus x equal to sine inverse minus of sine inverse x. Say that sign, this minus sign can be taken outside, minus of sine inverse x. So it becomes minus of sine inverse half. Now we know what is the value of sine half is the value for which angle is there. Since also we know sine, this half is there, means half value will comes out for sine pi by 6. Sine pi by 6 equal to half. So sine pi by 6 equal to half is there. So naturally the sine inverse half will be equal to what? Pi by 6. So we are getting here this value will comes out minus pi by 6. The answer. This is the principal value of this function. This is the principal value of this function sine inverse x is there. Now we want to solve this question number 2. The principal value of this question, cos inverse root 3 by 2. The principal value of this function. Say cos inverse root 3 by 2 is that you know very well, since we know cos pi by 6 equal to root 3 by 2. So this value will be what? Pi by 6. This is the principal value of this question. Now, third part, the cosec inverse 2. I am interested to find out this cosec inverse 2 is there. But I would like to convert that the function is not in sine, cos, or tan. We will convert in that function. So we know, since we know cosec inverse x equal to sine inverse 1 upon x, the reciprocal. Because sine and cosec are reciprocal of each other. So cosec inverse x equal to sine inverse 1 upon x. So this will be equal to what? Sine inverse 1 by 2. Since again we know sine pi by 6 equal to half, so this value will comes out pi by 6. So answer of this question will be pi by 6. And you see this question number 4. Tan inverse minus root 3. See, minus sign is there. In the angle minus sign is given, first of all, we will remove this minus sign. So tan inverse, you know, minus x equal to what? Since we know tan inverse minus x equal to minus tan inverse x. The function is that the angle of x negative sign will be taken outside in tan. So this will be equal to what? Tan inverse minus sign tan inverse root 3. Since again we know root 3 is a value for sine pi by 3, sine pi, not sine pi by, tan pi by 3, tan pi by 3, tan pi by 3 equal to root 3. So we say that this answer becomes out minus pi by 3. So minus pi by 3 will be the answer for this question. This is the principal value. Now I want to find out the principal value for this function cos inverse minus half. So first of all, I will try to remove this negative sign present here. Since we know cos inverse minus x is a different function. Pi minus cos inverse x. Okay. The formula is different. Now in sine this is easy. In cos inverse minus x equal to pi minus cos inverse x. So cos inverse minus half becomes pi minus cos inverse half. Okay. Since you know also cos inverse cos half value will comes out for cos pi by 3. Cos pi by 3 the value is half. So this will comes out pi minus pi by 3, that will comes out 2 pi by 3. This is the principal value of this function. Lies in the second quadrant. Tan inverse minus 1. I want to find out the principal value for this part. So tan inverse minus 1 can be written as, say, take the minus sign outside. You know the formula. Tan inverse minus x equal to minus tan inverse x. So first of all, take this negative sign outside. So it becomes minus tan inverse 1. Now, since you know very well tan pi by 4 equal to 1. So tan inverse 1 will be equal to pi by 4 minus this comes out pi by 4. This is the answer for this part. Now, question number 7. We are interested to find out the principal value for this question number 7, sec inverse 2 root 3. See, the sec function is that I would like to convert the function basically in sine, cos, and tan. So to convert this function, you know, since we know, yeah, I write down here, since we know uh, sec inverse x equal to cos inverse 1 upon x. So this part will be equal to what? Cos inverse root 3 by 2. Since we know cos root 3 by 2 comes out pi by 6, cos pi by 6 equal to root 3 by 2. So this value will be equal to what? Pi by 6. So pi by 6 will be the answer for this part. Now, question number 8. Cot inverse root 3. Convert into a 10. We know again, since we know cot inverse x will be equal to tan inverse 1 upon x. Conditions that only here the conditions that this will be true only when the condition is given that the value of x must be positive. X must be greater than 0. All right. Since x is root 3 is a greater than 0, since so we can apply this formula. So this will be equal to what? Tan inverse 1 upon root 3. We know tan, since you know very well, tan 1 upon root 3 means pi by 6. Tan pi by 6 equal to 1 upon root 3. So it will comes out pi by 6. So the answer will comes out pi by 6 is there. This is the principal value. 9. Question number 9. Cos inverse minus 1 upon root 2. I would like to find out the principal value of this inverse trigonometric function. Easy. We can use the formula. You know also cos this minus sign is there. Since you know formula what? Cos inverse minus x equal to what? Pi minus cos inverse x. And I hope so. If I put this value, this question is there coming this one. Cos inverse minus 1 by root 2 will be equal to pi minus cos inverse 1 upon root 2. One say since now we know that cos inverse 1 upon, not this one, cos pi by 4 equal to 1 upon root 2. So this will comes out pi minus pi by 4. So simplify this one, you take the 4 LCM. What you're taking? 4 pi minus pi. This will comes out 3 pi by 4. Now, question number 10. Cosec inverse minus root 2. You see this one, there is a two formulas are there first. Cosec inverse and then we have a sine values are here. Okay. So first of all, I will convert in sine. Sine inverse minus 1 upon root 2. Since you know cosec inverse x equal to sine inverse 1 upon x. Similarly, we can use this formula with minus taken outside, minus of sine inverse 1 upon root 2. Since you know sine inverse minus x equal to minus taken outside, sine inverse x. Put the value minus sine 1 by root 2. Sine pi by 4, you know sine pi by 4 equal to what? 1 by root 2. So it will comes out minus pi by 4. So this is the answer, the principal value solution of this inverse trigonometric function. Now, question number, find the value of the following. Question number 11, you see. Let's say here we have to find out the values of question 11. You see this one, cos inverse minus half plus sine inverse minus half, it is given to you. So we know the formula actually. What the formulas are that cos inverse x plus sine inverse x equal to pi by 2. You see the angle are same. Here the x equal to what? Minus half. Here in this question, you see x equal to minus half in both. Angle is same. So this value becomes what? Pi by 2. Tan inverse 1, you know tan inverse 1. First you see this one, tan inverse 1. So we have this tan inverse 1 and plus this becomes a pi by 2. Tan inverse 1 means you know also tan pi by 4 equal to what? 1. So tan inverse 1 is pi by 4. Pi by 4 plus pi by 2. If we take the 4 LCM, what we are getting? Pi multiply with the 4 with this second fractions plus 2 pi. That comes out 3 pi by 4. 3 pi by 4 is the answer. I use here this property cos inverse x plus sine inverse x equal to pi by 2 and combine these two. Now, see the question number 12. Again, similar things are that you see this question number 12 is that can be written, this 2 times sine inverse half is written, can be written as cos inverse half plus sine inverse half plus sine inverse half. And see this one, this first two terms. We can apply here the formula, since you know cos inverse x plus sine inverse x equal to pi by 2. So this becomes the pi by 2 plus sine inverse half. Since you know very well half value will comes out for sine pi by 6. Sine pi by 6 we have a half, and say pi by 2 plus pi by 6. Take 6 LCM, what we are getting? Multiply with the 6 with the first factor, we are getting 3 pi, and this one pi. So we are getting 4 pi divided by 6. It will comes out to cut 2 pi by 3. So 2 pi by 3 will be the value of this trigonometric equation, you can say. Now, question number 13. If sine inverse x equal to y, then say the sine inverse x equal to y. So y is what here? The y can take sine inverse x, is the means we are interested to find out the range of this function. And what is the range of the sine inverse x? We know minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. First, so x, you say the y should lie in the range of minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So this B is the right answer. Now, see the question number 14. I have to find out this value of this function. Tan inverse root 3 minus sec inverse minus 2 equal to which value? See, tan inverse root 3 is there. You know very well, tan inverse root 3, we keep it. This is a sec inverse is there. I take the minus sign is there, minus sign outside. Take a bracket, start. Sec inverse can be written as what? Since you know sec inverse x equal to cos inverse 1 upon x. Because sec and cos are reciprocal of each other. So we write down here the cos inverse of minus, okay fine, this minus is there, no doubt, 2y minus, not 2, minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2. So it becomes now what? Tan inverse root 3 minus cos inverse minus half can be written as pi minus cos inverse half and bracket closed. Since you know cos inverse x, cos inverse minus x can be written as pi minus cos inverse x. Open this bracket, minus sign bracket. So what we are getting? Tan inverse root 3 minus pi minus minus plus cos inverse half. So tan inverse root 3 will comes out, the value will be, you know very well, pi by 3. This is pi. And cos inverse half value will comes out for again, you know, pi by 3. So 3 is taken LCM. Okay. What are we getting? Pi minus 3 pi plus pi. It will comes out minus pi by 3. So minus pi by 3 will be the answer of this question, is that B is the answer, is that. So we have done completed this exercise is there, 2.1 exercise is there. So I hope that you understand well. Now we are stopping this lecture here.